going live. Still don't know where that is. Right? This. All right. So it has definitely been a minute. I apologize for sweating, guys. I have been working out today, and we're going. We tried to get to the office a little bit earlier than usual, right? It's definitely been a while since was able to do a World's Wednesday. It feels good to be back. We recently had the Cardano Summit take place. It was definitely a quality vibe. I got Discord. It is it's loading up right now, so I can get links and whatnot out to everyone. Though all in all, it's been a minute. What has been up? I can't wait to touch base with y'all. I can't wait to talk about my story and show you some of the stuff that we've been doing in the background. I was able to have a stream with Cardania last week. Fantastic. We got the date wrong. The stream went out on Friday, but since then I've learned some stuff, and we're going to change up our approach a little bit. That's kind of the game plan. We're going to change up our approach a little bit. I'm kind of excited about some of the stuff that we're going to be doing in the future. And last time we left on a really good note, and this time I want to make sure that you guys know that I'm not traveling anywhere for a long time. Like, I have nowhere else to be. I'm done traveling. I'm back at the home base. I'm ready to work. I'm ready to lock in again. So I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. And I'm going to get the links out there in a second. Discord kind of crashed on me along with Google Chrome a moment there. So it took me a little bit longer to get started. I had everything set up and prepared, and then all of it just crashed on me, which was kind of no fun. Though, with that said, we are going to have a great evening tonight. I got some stuff I want to show y'all that y'all definitely have not seen, and it's going to be really cool. So I really think it's going to be a vibe. Don't mind me. I'm just making sure I'm like getting the Discord stuff settled right now. And we're probably gonna start with a motivational speech after I share the link, and we wait for a couple more people to join. And I'm really interested in creating like a intro or a countdown video before, the game nights start. I think that'd be a really cool aesthetic. It's something that I've been really considering. And I know, guys, I have this weird habit of like not really looking at the camera, and sometimes I stand up. So we're gonna boom make this a little bit more personal and lower the camera a little bit. Like I said, I am sweating. That's mostly because I worked out before we start the stream tonight. Normally I do it afterwards, but because of daylight savings, um, there's a situation where it's like I don't want to be. This place doesn't have great lighting, and so I don't want to really be out here too late. So I would rather work out before, then kick it with you guys afterwards, and then head to the house. And this week is going to be kind of regular, but the following weeks going forward, I have a brand new game plan that we're going to be implementing. I'm really going to switch it up. We're really going to turn it into a more so game night. And that's something I'm excited about. I actually want to start playing games and talking about Web3 gaming again. It's been a while since we had games to play, but like going forward, that's going to be the main focus of game night. And then World's Wednesday is going to be more so talking about Web3 gaming. But the thing about game night is that sometimes there's stuff that's happening that's so cool that I just feel like I have to show y'all that I can't show people on World's Wednesday. It's not the same, right? Like, it's easier for me to show you a reaction of something while you can see me and while you're viewing the actual video and whatnot, versus me just like talking about it and then you might see a small clip, right? With this, we can watch full trailers and discuss anything that might be on the actual, like anything that might be happening that's visual that I might want to show y'all. And so that's kind of the difference. And I'm pretty excited about some of the stuff that I'm going to be showing you guys tonight that you may or may not have seen. And yeah, so let me just go ahead and post. Game night is live now. Tune in for Cardano Summit discussion, right? So we'll talk a little bit about the summit. The local one, right? And I want to show you guys stuff because this is what makes it interesting. Right? There were 4 summit locations in the U.S. this time. And to be there meant that you were really showing up in the bear market. And of course, we'll do some general worlds updates. And it feels good to be able to talk about the project and kind of the stuff that we've been doing, and like where we're headed, right? Knowing that this is the bear market, I understand that like it is a tough time for a lot of people, and with that being said, it's like knowing that a lot of people have a tough time during the bear market, it can be difficult to really want to continue to check in on your favorite projects and whatnot. I'm totally sweating right now. But there's one thing I want to do, guys. I want to lock in and show a motivational speech real quick. And I think it would be really cool to show you guys. Hopefully, like my mic and camera and vocals are working. Give me 1 second. I'm back. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen real quick, and we're gonna start off with a motivational speech, just to get us like back in the mode. You know what I mean? Just for the flavor. And last time I checked, if I did this, it wouldn't make it completely full screen. Yeah, there it is. Awesome. So here we go, guys.
You might be smarter. Your family might come from privilege. Your daddy might own a company, but you will not outwork me. This top spot, this number one, that's mine. Because not one of you can outwill me. You may have been born with more genetic prowess than I have, but you cannot out-determine me. You can't outwill me. You can't outwant me. You can't outwork me. You can't out-desire me. The bigger your dream is, the harder the grind. Some of you in this room, you might have small beginnings. You might not have a lot of money. You might not have a lot of resources, but there's no excuse. And I need you to understand that the bigger your dream is, the earlier you're gonna have to get up. The longer you're gonna have to stay up. The more effort you're gonna have to put in. You know how hard I worked to get here? I put in too many hours. I sweat too much blood, too much tears. I worked hard to get here. Didn't nobody give me this. I didn't grow up with wealth. Didn't nobody pay me. I worked for this. Sweat, blood, tears. I earn every dime I get. I work for this. You will not outwork me because your height has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your face has nothing to do with my work ethic. Your two-parent background has nothing to do with my work ethic. You will not outwork me.
Every day is a new day. Every moment is a new moment. So now you got to go out and show them that I'm a different creature. Now. Because I'm pissed off for greatness. Because if you ain't pissed off for greatness, that means you're okay with being mediocre. There ain't no man in here okay with being just basic.
And I dare you to exhaust yourself. I dare you to leave every single thing on the field, one season, everything. Walk off exhausted.
Wins and losses come a dime a dozen. But effort, nobody can judge effort. Because effort is between you and you. Effort ain't got nothing to do with nobody else.
I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. When you said to yourself, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question, what do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? You're not the only one that wants to be the CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta execute, and you gotta go from 70 to 120.
Yo, so I just want to say that was heat, right? Um, just every now and then, I like to start it off, game night with a motivational speech. We are in the bear market. I understand that's a tough time for a lot of people. I know that You know, right now it's more difficult to show up every day as someone that's in the community, right? It's difficult, right? It feels as though the rewards may not be there like they were before. It's like there's more drama typically. There's there's more discontent. But if you can hold out, if you can last longer, if you can out survive others, if you can make it past, that bear market until you get to the next bull run, there's the potential that your situation might change, right? And that's kind of why we do this, right? Is we still believe in the technology, right? But the issue is that retail only believes in the technology when there's monetary gain involved. Retail might only believe in the technology when there's financial reward to be gained, and not really just being able to create a situation where you know people can potentially change the world. And that's kind of why a lot of people got into Cardano in the first place, right? um, I think back to Charles's whiteboard speech, and the mission in Africa of banking the unbanked, and I think of projects like World Mobile Token, where they have 30, 40,000 users can like every day using their electricity or their internet. And then it's like having a real world impact in places that don't have these type of financial resources. But to take it to more of a gaming aspect, right? I think it's really interesting when we say that we want people to be able to own their digital assets in the same way that we see that people own other type of assets that are out there, whether they're baseball cards, Pokemon cards, whether they're Hot Wheels collectibles or Barbies, right? These collectibles that come from these games are like moments in time that capture memories and whatnot for a lot of people, and they could have sentimental value. you know there are people right now that have stores where they're selling like old Dreamcast games and old Super Nintendo games and whatnot that you know, a lot of people don't have consoles to play them, or they can just go buy the retro version of the game. But having that original disc that might work on a Dreamcast or a Sega Saturn might mean more to them. Having an actual Nintendo 64 might mean more to them than just having access to the game that was on there. Same thing for items on a lot of those games, and that's kind of why we're doing this. We're making it so that these items and the sentimental value that might be attached to them can be carried on long after the game may or may not be alive anymore. And that's the purpose of it, right? And so I say that to kind of segue into some of the stuff that I participated in the past couple weeks. So we had this Cardano summit in Dubai. Now I didn't make it out to Dubai because that's a far trip, and it is the bear market. And guys, remember, I am sweating a lot today because I did work out prior. You know, got to stay healthy for the project. We're honing it in. We're getting building the bear market. That's a part of building in the bear. Um, I am being facetious here a bit, though. I want to show you guys some of the cool stuff that was happening, and a cool guy that I met out while in San Antonio, Bo. You know, we had an opportunity to meet up at the Epoch Center or Epic Center in San Antonio. It was great. Like, honestly, love the stuff that they're doing. His whole family had the opportunity to meet them at CNFTCon 2 years ago, and they attended at NFT XLV. And honestly, it's just like what they're doing is what people talk about wanting to do, right? Like, people constantly talk about wanting to have something like this, having an actual space where people can go and co-work on Cardano projects, right? This is something that I've always wanted to participate in and be a part of. And this is a massive facility. I wish I had the video from the live stream that he did as they walked around the facility. The facility is massive. Upstairs portion, a downstairs portion. This does not capture like the size of the facility. Like, this is one area, right? And there are 4 other areas about this size. One that's like indoors with with an entire upstairs where they had a hackathon during the event and whatnot. Another section where they're working on like clothing for Cardano projects. Cardano t-shirts, Cardano Warriors t-shirts, Cardania t-shirts. They have a section where they're working with some jiu-jitsu guys, and like you know, they're doing proof of attendance tokens and whatnot for a lot of the projects that are like happening in this area. And honestly, man, this is what it's about, right? Like, there's not a lot of people who are willing to put the resources together to attempt something like this, right? Let alone, you know, do it in the middle of the bear market. In the bull run, everyone's talking about doing this type of stuff, right? Like, that's a given. Everyone wants to do this type of stuff because, you know, it sounds good when you say it, but the actual implementation of it is different. That's more difficult. Actually going together and just like building something like this. And honestly, they did a great job, man. Like, so they, if you see, they have the nano frames. That was like the interior area in which they were doing the stream and whatnot. At one point during the event, like I said, the place is massive. It is definitely massive. We were able to have some tacos, and they had jarritos out there for the taco truck, and man, it was hidden. The steak was definitely hidden. I had a fantastic time meeting with everyone, and I'm gonna just like show you guys some of the projects that were there and kind of talk about them a little bit. Of course, most people know Cardania. They've been around for a long time. They're a kind of like a legendary project in the Cardano ecosystem. They're building games and they're doing research management type MMO. It's really similar if you think about it to like the old school Zynga style games. And so what they're doing is really cool. They're adding resource management in that is like on chain for an old school Zynga style game like Mob Wars, like Farmville and whatnot. And that type of stuff is really addictive for casual players. So anyone can go and play this type of game. It doesn't have like the traditional like fast-paced action or the reaction times needed for other styles of games that are out there, right? And so I really feel like they're doing a great job. But yeah, it was cool to see them. It's cool to be invited. I'm not gonna go through my entire like speech, but I will show you that I did talk on stage, guys. You know, I'm back at it. I'm back trying to make it happen. It was cool. It was a great time. I wish I had clips from the stream. The stream was more personable, but I did get a chance to talk about Worlds. Let's see if they have any other pictures from the event there. Yeah, they had a hackathon. It was great. And really what's cool with this is that what they're doing is they're partnering with Code Ninjas, which is like a class set to teach young kids about coding and whatnot. And so these kids, they join, you know, they're like 7 to 8 years old, and they join Code Ninjas. They learn how to program and whatnot. But by the time they hit 15 and 16, they kind of age out of the curriculum. And then from that point going forward, it's more so like depending on like what they choose to do in school. But with them partnering with Code Ninjas, they might be able to have some Web3 style curriculum for the kids that want more challenges when it comes to coding and whatnot. Fantastic plan. I think what they're doing is cool. This kid had the chance to meet him. He's the one that won the hackathon. Had a chance to talk to his mom. He was very surprised he won. There's like teams of 3 and he beat them solo, which was really cool. And yeah, overall it was a great place. This is like the downstairs area, of course, and then they had the upstairs area. And these rooms are not like small rooms. They're only taking like a small picture of the area. And I will say there was plenty of snack on the premises. I actually think I have like 3 or 4 cans of snack in the car. I definitely need to get the snack out the car and put it in the fridge. Might have one tomorrow morning. We'll see. Beyond that, I will show you some other stuff that happened. I plan on showing you a little bit of the live stream, and I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to bring up the other portion of the screen. And so, yeah. Like I said, it was a good time. Like, the entire event was good. This is actually right before I spoke, but I do want to show you guys, well, I'll show you guys like the portion in which I spoke and whatnot, and then afterwards I'll show you a little bit of the, I'm not going to do my whole speech. My whole speech was 30 minutes, that'll take too long, right? But I'm going to get into like the beginning portion of it and some of the questions that people had, and then after that, you know, we'll probably go into some of the other games that were mentioned during the event, and then we'll wrap up for the night. We're looking at like maybe another 20, 25 minutes at most. So yeah, also, before we start though, before we start, I gotta say what's up because Awesome is JL is here. He's joining us tonight. What's going on, man? I know it's been a minute. It's been a while, man. I've been all over the place. I already said that I've been traveling. I already said that I'm finally back. I'm not going nowhere else for the rest of the year. I'm locked in to February. I'm not. You can't get me, bro. I might be skipping Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Bro.
Hey, Thanksgiving could be at my house, and I'm not leaving the room for it, bro. I'm not going nowhere else.
Man, it's so funny, bro. Bro, I swear, bro, you went on a Beyonce tour.
Bro, I was everywhere.
Beyonce tour, bro.
Dude, I was everywhere. Like, I'm tired of traveling. I don't want to have to pack another bag. I don't have to drive nowhere. I don't want to fly nowhere. Once, I'm good. I didn't travel. I did enough traveling for a real 2 years. We'll see if I go anywhere next year. I'm trying not to, man.
Nah, it's crazy. Just when you get back, I'm finna head out to Miami, man. See what Art Basel talking about in December. That's because it's such a weird month to do an event, but it's right up the street for me. So I'm gonna pull up to Miami.
Art Basel hits, man. Art Basel is one of those events that is good to pop out to.
Bro, I've never been to an Art Basel, bro. Like, bro, it's insane. I know, right? I never been to an Art Basel, so definitely got to step out. Me and wife have been talking about going to one of those, but you already know Web3's out there. They already done hit me up the mansion parties and all yacht parties and all of that, man. So
hey, that's what Art Basel is about. Honestly, I'll be real with you. You know who do the apes do Art Basel, right, bro? I'm not gonna.
Oh, really? You talking about Bored Apes?
Talking about Bored Apes, they really do Art Basel the right way. I'm gonna just keep it real with you, like. They do Art Basel the right way.
Oh, for real?
It's not even, it's not just really Bored Apes. The ETH projects, hey, man, you be showing up to places, NFT to get in. That's common, though. You know what I'm saying? That's
That's normal. That's normal vibes.
That's normal now.
Yeah.
But it's just like they be having exotics parked outside, and then people that show up, you see like pictures and paintings of NFT projects all over the place. Art Basel is one of those events, man. Like, I'll be real with you. That's the event to go to. Definitely in December. I had a fantastic time when I went. Made a ton of connections. Definitely a place to be at. So, yeah, man. I'm done traveling. I wish you the best of luck on your travels. Go travel. Take my place. Take my spot going forward. I did it, man. I didn't travel.
You done did it. You say you done did it.
I'm done with it. I've had enough of it. I'm trying to go nowhere else.
Bro, I know you got the craziest jet lag, bro. Like,
man, I'll be honest with you. Like, energy drinks and coffee are a daily occurrence these days, man.
Bruh. I can't. Sheesh. He said energy drink, bro. I can't, no cap. I can't remember the last time I drank an energy drink, bro.
Hey, man.
I feel,
good sleep is required.
I be feeling like my heart about to burst, bro, with them energy drinks. Like, I be up for 3 days straight, bro. My energy.
Nah. Man,
I can't even go.
I'll drink an energy drink and go take a nap. I'll go. Hey, real tight. I had what was it? I had like a cup of coffee. So because the Cardano Summit was in Dubai, and so they had everything in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? And so we had to do a lot of our live stream in the middle of the night. And I'm currently going over the stuff we did in San Antonio. Also, just to clue you in, I worked out before I started this live.
Bro, I see. Bro,
I'm gunned up today, baby.
Bro, I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you, bro. I'm like, bro, you had to work. You worked out before you jumped on live, bro.
Man. I had to do it. Hey, daylight savings kind of threw everything off because, it's so dark out there right now. So after I'm doing this, I'm jetting. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I can't be on this side of town when it's dark like this. When the sun's still kind of going down, it's cool. But nah, man, too many people be walking around. Too transient over here.
Yeah.
So, I have to work out first. I changed shirts. I'm just sweating through it. It is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to build in the bear market. What can I say?
Got to build.
Health is building.
You got to build them guns too. You got to build them guns.
Building the bear market, baby. That's part of it. That's what we doing.
Straight up.
So yeah, I'll do a short overview for you. So as of right now, You know, I did the Cardano Summit San Antonio thing. They have 4 events in the U.S. Of course, I had the opportunity to speak on stage and answer questions, but there's a couple projects that I want to show the people at home and whoever might be watching this later that, they've been doing some good work. And of course, I have, my presentation. I'm going to get into probably like the first half of it because I really don't want to watch and listen to myself. But I'm gonna put the link out there so people know that I did it and I spoke for a good 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's out there. So we'll see what I say. We'll watch probably like 30, 40 seconds of it as I find the other clips and pictures real quick. So it is drastically different. Anytime you guys need me out there, I will be out there. Specifically for the driving experience and then we can talk around as much as you want. Okay. So introduction, Will Spin. Web3 project that my team Fragment, that's what we call ourselves. We make a collection of esports tools for VR gaming organizations. Basically, we just wanted to design unique things that we hadn't seen before on Cardano. Now, I've been in Web3 for a while. Super early on Decentraland, right? I was a Decentraland district leader like 2017, 2018. I was really dismayed on the process because, at the time we said, hey, man, everything's going to be made in Unity. It's going to be great. If you learn Unity and C#, you're going to be able to build part of the metaverse. And me being a VR super user, metaverse, Decentraland, my VR headset, I'm thinking Ready Player One, right? Back then, I'm thinking like pre-Ready Player One movie, that's what I'm thinking. And then what happens is they tell me, we're switching to TypeScript, which is a different programming language. And then my year and a half of work of learning C# just kind of gently went out the window, And I was kind of dismayed. But from that point forward, I had seen Charles's write for the video. Now it was like the catalyst for me to be like, okay, whenever Cardano figures it out, that's where I'm going to go. So, I'm going to talk a little bit about design objectives, and a little bit about this conversation, right? Things that I think are interesting when it comes to Web3 games, and that's going to be practical ways for small and solo creators to build Web3 games and Web3 gaming experiences, right? Because sometimes you have a gaming experience that's not purely a game, but it's also gamification. Also, I'm going to talk about creating realistic goals for gaming projects. Is it possible to create the change that you want to see in the gaming ecosystem when it comes to Web3? I'll give you an example of this. If you guys saw Blockchain Mages, I was like, there's no way these guys can miss, right? Side-scrolling platformer / roguelike, built on Cardano, pixelated style graphics, like how can you miss? Like you don't need a ton of funding or anything like that. This is something where anyone can potentially participate, also help create, and be a part of the process. Although they weren't able to release their game, I felt as though they had the right idea in mind when it came to the actual technology and their goals, right? And me. So that's just like me talking for a little bit, guys. I am gonna throw the link in the chat so that anyone who might want to see this video or watch the entire speech. I talk on stage twice. It's at the 4 hour mark, and I'm also at the ending question portion when talking about Web3 gaming. Had a fantastic time at the event. These guys that are doing the Epoch Center, they're building right now. They're definitely building out there. Cardania's building. And JL, I'm gonna show you some of this stuff just because I want you to give me your thoughts on this type of, this type of facility, right? So the Epoch Center, what they're doing is, man, they're building a co-working space for people that are in Web3, right? And this is in San Antonio. They're not talking about building it. It already exists. Like when you pull up Cardano, it has Epoch on the sign. There's space to actually go and code upstairs. They have fast internet. And I was telling the audience, this picture right here doesn't do a good representation of the building because this is just one section. there's 4 other sections that are this size with an upstairs and downstairs. And so they had the hackathon, which was big. It was a bunch of kids from Code Ninjas actually hacking and then learning about Cardano at the same time. This is like true onboarding. This is the stuff people be talking about when they say they're going to build in Web3. It's just like, hopefully, this team that's doing this can get the right attention. You know what I mean? Like, they got an entire interior with the nano frames, and we did an entire a live stream in there with Cardania. It was fire, right? And that's what I'm saying. It's just like they're building in the bear market in a way that most people wouldn't. And I hope they are able to see results that, what I'm saying, most people wouldn't have. And so I'll switch this tab real quick. I definitely have my DMs all the way open there. But yeah, this is the Innovation Center. It's a business accelerator. And this is the full size of the building. Building's massive, right? Like, you can do design and prints. They're making Cardano t-shirts in there, Cardano Warriors t-shirts in there. And really, it's just a cool business that is about Web3 and trying to get Web3 style businesses in the facility. And honestly, the reason I'm reiterating this and talking to you and bringing it up to you is I want to know, have you seen anything like this that's like at this scale and this quality before? This is a huge building. You see what I'm saying?
No, I haven't. Much like you, like I've been hearing a lot of people saying they're gonna do it, you know what I mean? Or, talking about ideas. But it's another thing to actually, you actually went there and seen this live and in action. This is amazing. This is amazing for the simple fact that this is truly, and I think it really, I could really sum it up, right? Really, the first time I went to a Web3 event was really CNFTCon, right? And so when I went to CNFTCon, it was like the physical manifestation of this digital world that we all been inhabiting. You know what I mean? And so we got to meet these people in real life. You know what I'm saying? People in real life that we been with online, supporting the cryptocurrency community and building with, right? But it is different to actually have an establishment, this business accelerator there that's an actual business that's open probably Monday through Friday, where, if you're part of the Web3 community, you can go here and kick it and really like learn, you know what I mean? Learn how to, it sounds like they got a lot of resources there, man. That is amazing. So that definitely hits different. And I think this is fire. I think this model right here needs to be adopted statewide, like nationwide. You know what I mean? I think something like this, man, boost to the ground, promoting cryptocurrency, whatever blockchain you rep. This is the formula right here. I think this is what needs to be going on. So applaud to the Epoch Center. This is amazing, man.
I agree. I'm happy I went out there. Sometimes people hit you up on the internet, bro, and you be like, "Ooh, I don't know," right? And look, I was skeptical at first, right? Because I saw the pictures, and in the past I've gone places, and the pictures don't do the place justice, right? Or the pictures oversell the place. But in this instance, man, it's the real deal. Proof of attendance tokens for the event that we were at. They're trying to partner with local businesses for proof of attendance tokens. They're trying to put t-shirts and whatnot, on chain. It's just like the conversations that they're having is about Web3 in its totality and building for local businesses and bringing people who want to be a part of that conversation to the Epoch Center. And man, it's to me, it's next level. It's the implementation of stuff that people talk about, bro. People always talk about this. Like I know. Oh, we're going to open the Web3 coffee shop. We're going to open the Web3. You know what I mean? And like you hear it all the time. But look, they really did it. And they're not going crazy with it or anything like that. They're just like, hey, we're trying to really connect with people who are programming and whatnot. They got the kids with the code ninjas, right? You ever heard, do y'all got code ninjas out there?
No, I never heard of Code Ninjas, but we do have a lot of hackathons out here. Like that joint is. I'm tired of hearing the word hackathon. They have so many out here. So, never really heard of many hackathons by way of Web3 though. I'm really just now seeing one of the first Web3 events pop up in Atlanta called Web3 ATL. I think it's happening later this month. I just found out about it a couple of days ago, so I will not be a part of that. But I did get in touch with the community and chop it up with them. But yeah, nah, man. Nah, have not heard of Code Ninjas.
All right, well, let me show you this then, right? Check this out. This is Code Ninjas. It's like a nationwide franchise of teaching little kids how to code.
The best thing about Code Ninjas is we teach kids how to code.
You see what I'm saying? They got a
through building
Code
video
Ninjas
games.
partnership where after
Children
they
have a
learn
natural
how to
affinity
code
for video
and they
games.
hit
So we're not
teenage age, right?
manufacturing an
And they
interest.
graduate out
We're
of
just
Code
providing
Ninjas,
a place where
they're
they
learning
can
about
interact with
Cardano.
children with similar interests, and they learn how to think programmatically.
Bro, that's what I'm
They're
saying.
going to walk into our
These guys
dojo, which is
are
our game
doing
development
it.
room,
There
see
is-
friendly faces.
it's
They're
at
going to
the
sit
level
down,
in
log on a
which,
computer, and then start building
you
in
know,
whatever belt that
It's
they're
at the
on.
level in
It's
which.
simple. Just drive to a place
Like-
and then now you just.
What can
know
I
how to
say, bro?
code.
They build
Technology
it. Like,
is only growing and expanding. So STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Anything in those fields, we know that there's always going to be a job that supports it.
When my wife and I found Code Ninjas, we instantly thought that is a perfect stepping stone to be able to give him these tools that he'll be able to use in his life.
I think it's important for children to learn how to code because beyond learning how to code, they're learning how to think.
To me, I think it's kind of like the building blocks of structured problem solving.
That will take them anywhere they want to go. Our game-based curriculum is phenomenal and it's unique because it's a 9-belt curriculum. Similar to martial arts, they start at a beginner level or a white belt, and then they're going to transition through building games. Each of those games teaches them concepts.
He looks forward to coming and going through the steps and knowing that he's going to achieve the next level.
They're going to learn a series of different languages, JavaScript, Lua, C#, and they're going to advance to black belt where they're going to produce their own app. And while our program is self-paced, it's not self-taught. So all along the way, they have senseis to help them. One of the things that parents love most about Code Ninjas is the flexibility that it offers families.
My favorite part is I get an hour or two to myself.
So families can come in any 2 days that fit their schedule. It doesn't always have to be the same 2 days of the week. It doesn't always have to be the same time. So it can fit into a family's schedule at their leisure. We have a lot of other programs. We have Parents Night Out, we offer summer camps, we even do day camps and birthday parties. So there's always something fun happening here at Code Ninjas. I think a parent should send their child to Code Ninjas because they want their child to explore different opportunities. We want our children to find what they're passionate about, and when children come to Code Ninjas, they really enjoy being here.
Cece enjoys coming here for the camaraderie.
bro, it's a different type of building, bro. It's a different type of building. It's just different. I'm sorry.
Bro, that was the most amazing thing I've ever seen by way of school. Bro, this is the format for the new age schooling, bro. I feel like schools need to follow this model right here. This is absolutely crazy. I've never heard of this. My mind is completely blown. I know where my children are going when I have kids. Like, if it's not that level of like teaching kids, like it's that's not where they need to be. So that was fire. That was fire, man. And you said Epoch Centers partner with them. They're literally putting together an infrastructure and pipeline to build success.
The hackathon was Code Ninjas during the event, bro. We went out to eat, and they're talking about how do we make it so that they have like Cardano curriculum in the summer or something like that. Just, it's a different type of building.
They
It's just
doing
different.
they doing it the right way, bro. Like, bro, I'm so glad you're highlighting stuff like this, right? Because man, and it's not to no shot at nothing. But you go in them Twitter spaces, bro. and they talking about X, Y, Z. They talking about all of this. Like you said, a lot of theorizing, a lot of theoretical talk, this, that, and the third. And then you see something like this. And then you gotta scratch your head, man. You gotta scratch your head. You gotta be like, okay, am I with these guys? Or am I with these guys with all the theories? I'm a builder, man. I make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with these guys right here all the way. This is crazy. It's madness, man. It's madness. And this also goes to show that the people that are building aren't really talking about building. They're just building.
That was a bar. I'm just gonna say it like this, bro. If you really building, you don't have time to talk about it. No way. It is what it is. Like, if you don't have the luxury to talk about building all the time, like, you build it. Like, you trying to get partnerships. You trying to take things to the next level. You get what I'm saying? I had the luxury of sitting down with Bo, who's the owner and creator of the Epoch Center, just to pick his brain and talk for a little while. You know what I'm saying? We went to dinner and whatnot. The guys from Cardania are there, and some of the other projects on the show tonight were there as well. And these dudes are building local, and they're doing it the right way. Now, I'm going to show you guys something. Now, to me, the Epoch Center itself is fire. It's heat. But I'm about to show y'all a gaming project that's based outside of Texas. They're modifying a pre-existing game, right? These guys are a part of the Ape Society. They didn't participate in the Ape Society DAO, but they showed like a trailer and discussed what they're going to do to the Ape Society community, and the community funded them to build this, right? And they say it's on the way soon. It's called Amphitheater. Now, let's see if I can go to here, minimize that, full screen here. Now, y'all, check this out. I'm going to make this full screen, but y'all, the guys, this is one of those teams where it's like, I like what they're building, had the chance to talk to the devs, good people, good head on their shoulders. They're doing, the implementation is one that's feasible. They're doing bounties to have the community of coders that know the Ape Society build it. They have their own token. So they're doing bounties that people are building within the project itself. So y'all, check this out, Amphitheater. Let me know what you think afterwards. Should we let that marinate? I feel wrong even trying to talk right now. I feel like we should just let that marinate.
Okay. Okay. And this is Ape Society?
No, it's a community built landmark. Community members going and building the game. They release their own token, and the Ape
What?
Society community members are literally solving bounties, and they're paying out in society token. Or the person that solves the bounty can choose the amphitheater token. It's their choice. But as more people build it, more people are choosing the amphitheater token than the society token, and I can see why.
What?
Should we run that back?
Hold on,
That
bro.
was hard,
Hold.
right? I don't know if we should run it back. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just the ending. We should run back just the ending with the.
Yeah, run back the ending. Run back the ending. Little gameplay. Cause impressive. Very impressive.
Should we start here? Yeah, we should start at the Coliseum.
Start right there. Start at the Coliseum. I got to see that again. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is the community coming harder than Ape Society? Dang, the Ape Society community doing this?
Just the community. People thought it was going to be like a real landmark, but they didn't want to participate in the DAO, right? And so they did their own project outside of the Ape Society DAO, and the community members funded it outside of the DAO. And that's what they're building, the amphitheater.
What?
And people in the community are just like solving the bounties to get paid. And this is what we end up with, man. Like, what can I say?
Bro, this is looking like a straight heater. Bro, first of all, gameplay wise, this joint is definitely reminding me of like Skyrim, like definitely some Elder Scroll vibes.
Yep.
And it was pretty smooth, like PvP Elder Scrolls type vibe. I was peeping at the different meters and different statistics and the health bar and stuff. It looked really complex. Looked like you could dive in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right
absolutely.
There. Yeah, it looked like a lot going on. Like it's not just your, typical hack and slash. He dead is over with. Like
I know, man.
Got stars up there. Like,
so apparently it's a mod on a popular, I guess civilization style game. So they're modding a different game in the same way that, if I remember correctly, League of Legends is a World of Warcraft mod. You know what I'm saying? There's times where you'll have a mod become more popular than the actual game. A good example of this is Half-Life and Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is a Half-Life mod that became more popular than Half-Life.
Whoa. Counter-Strike is a Half-Life mod? From Half-Life 2 or Half-Life 1?
The original Half-Life. Counter-Strike is a Half-Life mod. So sometimes you'll have a modification of a game become more popular than the game itself. So Counter-Strike is a Half-Life mod that blew up into its own series. And so they're making Amphitheater as a mod to this other game. But everything is on chain. You have crafting and all this other stuff that they're building into it that aren't even a part of the original game, if you get what I'm saying. So it's going to be tough, man. Them boys doing work.
Big facts. That's wild, man. That's definitely wild, bro.
And then they have they say all the apes are gonna be there, and then depending on your type of ape, you'll have different roles. So the craftsman will be able to craft in game for free. And then they're doing jousting right here, like on 2 horses.
This is that's crazy.
The lighting was
Graphically,
crazy, right? But it's just like this horse is like this guy's difficult to see, but he's there. And I only knew it because I talked to the guy after the fight. He's like, "Yeah, they're jousting." I was like, I asked him, "So like, can people play this now?" He's like, "They have like a test server up for the people that are like building it and whatnot to demo all the stuff already." And I'm like, bro.
man,
That's just the community. That's not the actual Ape Society project or nothing. These are just excited community members going and building and people supporting them.
yo, we gotta bring them to Worlds Within. I mean, not Worlds Within, of course, Worlds Within. Worlds Wednesday. We need to get them on Worlds Wednesdays, man. Like, I would love to chop it up with this community and pick their brain because they are going off right now. They're going off. There's no other way to even explain it. Also, this joint reminds me of Rise. Rise, the joint that launched with Xbox.
And Rise was fire.
It was.
So the game I was thinking of is what's the one where they battling and it's just like the yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. It's like a war joint and they like do PvP.
Exactly. That's
I know what's the
I don't
name
know the
of that
name.
joint?
I don't know the name, but this like everyone knows it. I'm about to look it up too.
Yeah, but you heard me type it. Where is that joint? Hold on.
What's the name of that game? Because everyone used to play it. It was all over Twitch when it was released.
Yeah, because it was like a Vermintide. Is it Vermintide?
No, that's not it.
Dang, what was the name of it? Because I feel like it was like free to play or something for a minute. Because people were playing it a lot.
Yeah.
Dang. I forgot the name of it. It got a weird name too, an old type name.
Yep, and then it's just like it's full 3D characters and whatnot fighting, and it was on Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Dang, what's
the name of that game?
Me either, bro. Bro, I know exactly what you're talking about too, because people was definitely playing. I was like, yo, should I play this? Because I see a lot of people playing.
I can't like. It reminds me of that game, and I cannot think of the name of that game for the life of me. And I've been thinking about this since I saw that video. You know what I mean? Because I've been looking for like Spartan type fighting games.
Yeah. I don't even know what to type in to find it, bro. That's the wild part, bro. That's how you know it's like, dang, I really don't know the name of this.
Yeah, dang. Because it was definitely on Xbox and PlayStation. And people used to talk about it all the time. Bro, I can't believe I forgot the name of this game.
I feel like it was free to download or free to play or something like that. Or
it was, man. It definitely was. And you know what's funny? The funny part about this is that if we don't figure out the name of this game, I'm gonna be sick.
That's what I'm looking for now, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, I know the name of this game, bro.
And the funny part about it is like none of the games have the name. Like, I'm looking at stuff and like none of this stuff has the right name.
None.
Like, it's showing me all types of games that are not like this.
Man,
because it's a fighting game, right? It's like it's definitely
is it a fighting game?
Yeah, it's got to be a fighting game because they used to have 2v2s and 3v3.
Oh, bro, I don't even know what to call it because I feel like it was. I know it's PvP, but it was like, it wasn't no guns in it. I know it wasn't no guns. It was like people with spears and swords or something like that.
Yeah. Why can't I think of the name of this game? So, anyone that's watching this,
I know, right?
If y'all know what we're talking about, there was a game released a couple years ago that was a fighting
Chivalry. Is it Chivalry?
No, so Chivalry was the next popular one, but it's okay.
Oh,
Hold on,
are
you
you
close.
talking about? Dang,
close, though.
you talking about that Honor game? What's it called? Something.
For Honor.
For Honor? Is that
For
it?
Honor, that's the one.
Okay.
I would have never got that. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, bro. It reminds me of For Honor. For Honor was fire.
Yeah, that joint was fire. For Honor was pretty complex too, because I thought that joint was just gonna be like a button masher.
Off there. How about this guy?
Oh, it is like For Honor.
That's what I'm saying.
Away from it.
That's wild.
Oh, I beat into the lead.
But see, I don't know if it's like a fighting game like this, because I think they have more of an MMO, but it has fighting in it.
Didn't
that
even
goes
scratch
to me. This is what it reminds me of, and I was like, this is gonna be fire.
That windmill attack.
It's funny because I never really got into For Honor unless it was on the phone. Like I played it on the phone a couple times.
Come on, teammate.
But this looked fire though.
Big guy together. Knock him off. Ow, teammate.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of For Honor. So if they get if they get the PvP right,
yeah,
a bunch of people who play For Honor, that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, so that's kind of it for tonight, man. We'll be jumping in for World's Wednesday tomorrow. I am going to exit with a motivational speech because I think that's interesting. You know what I'm saying? I think it's cool. It's gonna be a short one. I don't know, man. It pumps me up, and I just got done working out, so I'm in an ostentatious mood anyway. I'm feeling myself right now, and yeah, and then we're definitely gonna try to get them onto World's Wednesday to get them to talk. The guys that are doing amphitheater, and I'll try to get Bo on from the Epoch Center because them guys are building, bro, and they're building in a way that it needs to be shown. It needs to be discussed. It needs to be seen, right? There's a lot of drama and BS, and that's always gonna be there. But we gotta shout out the people that are really building. But with that said, I got a motivational speech queued up. It's called Keep Going. Now, I haven't seen this video. I'm just assuming it's fire because it says keep going.
Yeah.
When you feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man. Who are they? When they tell you you're not gonna make it, don't believe them, man. Don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Stay in it. Stay focused.
Quitting guarantees the failure. Once you quit, it rules out any chance of succeeding. The mere waking up every day, putting the next foot in front of the next foot, at least keeps you in the game.
But you can choose in the midst of all of this that's going on to be happy in spite of life's challenges. See, a lot of us, because of our limited vision of ourselves, a lot of us who begin to focus on problems and enable them to overwhelm us, we begin to think that we have no options. We begin to believe that there's no way out. Well, guess what? There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. We have two primary choices in life. We can either accept conditions as they exist, or we can take the responsibility to change them. See, a lot of people want to exempt themselves from taking responsibility. All they want to do is talk about the problem. Every time you see them, they'll tell you their story over and over and over and over again. No. You want to take responsibility for your life. I got me here, I can get me out of this. And I'm getting out. I'm not going to be a volunteer victim. I'm unstoppable. This will not get me down. You've got to make those kind of declarations to yourself.
I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
You must have patience and engage in consistent action. We live in a world, ladies and gentlemen, where people want instant gratification. They want it right now. No, it's simple, but it's not easy. It's a system that if you work the system, it works if you work it. But make no mistake about it, it's hard. And you are the determining factor. The people that make it in this world look around for the circumstances that they want, and if they can't find them, they create them. It's you that you must take personal responsibility to make it happen. It's hard. No, easy is not an option. However, ladies and gentlemen, what you will discover is that it's worth it. Write down 5 reasons of why it is worth it for you to become a diamond, to experience that level of achievement. What is it that will give you the drive? What is it that will ignite the courage in you to get up and come back again and again and again? How is it that you would be able, what reasons that can tap in to that deep down feeling that goes to your gut, that no matter how many times you get knocked down, that you're coming back?
Listen to me, this is how you do it first, over 6-7 years ago, with no money, no human resources, no building, no funding, no support. The first thing we did was we dreamed, we wrote the dream down, we rehearsed the dream, we looked at the dream, we talked about the dream, we slept with the dream, we woke up to the dream, we wore the dream, and now boom, it's our reality. And for some of you, you stop dreaming. You dream for a week and you stop because things around you don't look good. You dream for a month, and when you get hit in the mouth, you quit and you give up. You dream for a while, and when people tell you crazy, and when people tell you stupid, and when people tell you can never get done, you stop dreaming and you go back to knowledge. And I dare you to use your imagination. I dare you when you're broke to use your imagination. I dare you when you're rich to use your imagination. I dare you under every single circumstance. Keep dreaming. Keep looking at your dream. Keep focusing on your dream. Keep going after the dream because that's where true success is.
All right, guys. So that's it for us. Joel, I appreciate you joining me for tonight's game night. Next week, we will be back. And I was saying earlier, I definitely want to get into some gameplay. I'm going to see what I can do to get this computer to allow me to stream some gameplay, even if I have to record it beforehand. You know what I mean? We're gonna do whatever it takes to get it started, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, JL, I appreciate you joining me tonight, man. And everyone else that tuned in, I appreciate y'all. JL, you have anything you want to say before we out?
Yeah, I was about to agree with you. Yeah, we got a lot of games to cover, man. We got a lot of games to cover. It's been a lot of games dropping. Games on all kinds of blockchains. So we definitely got some games to catch up with. But nah, man, shout out to everybody who pulled up to the show. Shout out to the team over at Worlds Within. Yeah, shout out everybody, man. We appreciate y'all's love and support. And yeah, we're gonna keep doing this thing, man. We're gonna keep rocking. We're gonna keep bringing this gaming content to y'all by way of game night and also by Worlds Wednesdays, man. So we're gonna continue to keep it pushing. But yeah, that's it.
All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.
Peace out.